What's good, Commanders fans? Training camp day one. I am super excited for any type of football. Fans will be allowed to go to practice tomorrow, really for the rest of the practice. Today it was open to the media but closed to the public. Josh Harris was there. He was walking around, had a polo on, and had a Commander's hat on. So I did see some videos of him walking around. But one thing, Deron Payne, he's day-to-day with a toe injury, so we'll see when he practices, but I'm pretty sure he'll be ready for the regular season. That's really all that matters for him. Of course, you want him to be as healthy as possible for practice as well. But as always, like training camp, mini camp, OTAs, we're going to get into play-by-play, and then some quotes that I thought stood out to me from Sam Howell, Antonio Gibson, some other guys, some other players, some other coaches, stuff like that. And then we'll wrap it up for today. This practice, it was a short practice, 90-minute practice, the first practice. I don't think they had pads on today, so, you know, you got to take some stuff with a grain of salt. But definitely interesting to talk about practice for sure. So first tweet that stood out to me, shout out to all the beat reporters that were there today giving out information about the team and what happened. Zach Selby says, players catching kicks while the rest of the Commanders are stretching. Dax Milne, Jahan Dotson, Casimir Allen, Kyrie McGowan, and Mitchell Tinsley. Mitchell Tinsley is a guy that I heard did really well in OTAs and minicamp, so I wouldn't sleep on him at all. They did not have the new guy Pringle back there catching punts, but of course they have Casimir Allen, so it's good to hear that he is healthy and that he is available because he did miss a lot of time with a hamstring injury in minicamp. Jahan Dotson is a wild card. Nate Casper said, do not forget about Jahan Dotson returning punts, but I prefer for him not to return punts because I want him to be healthy for being a wide receiver. Dax Milne doesn't muff the punt. He's not gonna provide you much wiggle or any shake or any juke moves or making anybody miss, but he doesn't muff the punt, and that's the thing with Dax Milne that could keep him on the roster. He did make somebody miss in that Dallas game where he made a guy slip and fall off of a juke move. So I do remember that. Kyrie McGowan as well is a dynamic player as well. Sadiq Charles he got the first rep at left guard in team drills. That's from Nikki Javala. So he most likely will be the starter at left guard. It's a big question mark. It is a competition between him and Chris Paul. Could they have done more? Could they have brought in a veteran for the left guard position? They could have, but, you know, they trusted Sadiq Charles. He has to stay healthy, man. He has talent, but he's got to stay healthy for sure. Zach Selby also said, Eric Bieniemy's already in the zone today. Just yelled at players not to slow down, and every play is live. It's work time. So we already know we're going to hear a lot of Eric Bieniemy for sure throughout training camp and throughout the season. Zach Selby says, Lake Lewis did say that Sam Howell looked sharp today. So that is good news. Once again, it's the first training camp practice. Zach Selby says, and Howell follows up the pass to Jahan Dotson with a rainbow to Antonio Gibson. So Antonio Gibson, they want to use him more as a wide receiver. That's what he wants to be used as. He wants to be used as a wide receiver, not just a running back. And he said it happened. They say it every year, but it never happens. So hopefully under Eric Bieniemy, it can happen. So he caught a nice pass from Sam Howell after Sam Howell threw a nice pass to Jahan Dotson. This was in 7-on-7 drills. Howell starts 7-on-7 drills with a strike to Jahan Dotson. Defense seems to think they got a fumble, but the play was clearly over. Jahan Dotson already making plays. First interception of training camp comes from DJ Sturgis. Jake Fromm was the quarterback on the play. So Jake Fromm, we know he's not the best quarterback in the world. Threw 2 picks to Bobby McCain in that Giants game. Basically got Bobby McCain paid. Got him a solid contract. And Jake Fromm, they did cut Tim DeMorat. If you did not hear, they did release Tim DeMorat from Fordham, the undrafted quarterback. Maybe he'll be brought back on the practice squad during the regular season. We'll see. And they placed Armani Rogers, the tight end, on injured reserve. So Jake Fromm, he looks like he probably is going to be the third-string quarterback. We'll see if they bring in another guy, but it looks like he will be the third-string quarterback. He did throw 3 interceptions today in practice to start it off, so he's kind of giving me the Steven Montez kind of vibe, and that's just how he was with the Giants. So he was pretty darn awful as the quarterback for the Giants. Zach Selby says, great battle for the ball between St. Juice and Curtis Samuel. Howell placed the ball exactly where it needs to be, but St. Juice knocked it away. So St. Juice already making plays. You know how tall he is, how long his arms are, that wingspan against Curtis Samuel, who's about, 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet at the most. St. Juice making a good play on a jump ball there. Also, Chase Young did not have a knee brace on. Ron Vera did say that he looked good in practice, that he looked good in practice today. He did look good. And he did look good practice today. He was explosive. So no knee brace for Chase Young. So that's good news there to see him moving fluidly and swiftly out there. Matt Paris also said the Tyler Larson is the second team center and Ricky Stromberg is behind him. So they did draft Ricky Stromberg in the 3rd round. He is the 3rd string center at this point. Also of note, Cornelius Lucas is staying on the right side behind Andrew Wiley. It's Trent Scott on the left side behind Charles Leno. So we don't have a lot of depth at the left tackle spot, but we do have a swing tackle in Cornelius Lucas, who will be ready to step up if there is an injury at the left tackle spot, knock on wood. Linnell Willingham, for radio host on 106.7 The Fan, he says, Cole Turner showing off his big catch radius. Nice catch with Khaleke Hudson draped all over him on a crossing route for a nice game. So shout out to my guy Cole Turner out there making plays already. I like that. Rick Snyder also said Marcus Kemp made a good amount of plays today. And also Brandon Dillon, the tight end, who was undrafted that we signed from the Vikings, made a couple of good plays today as well. But I'm expecting a big season from Cole Turner. Zach Selby says, really nice throw and catch from Sam Howell to Terry McLaurin, who had Forbes all over him. So Terry McLaurin making plays on the rookie, man. And I'm looking for that matchup all training camp. All training camp, I'm looking at McLaurin versus Emmanuel Forbes, Jahan Dotson versus Emmanuel Forbes. So it sounded like Emmanuel Forbes was there, but Terry McLaurin, he's just that guy. So he's going to make that play, just like he did on Stephon Gilmore, that one-on-one jump ball where he just mossed him. Linnell Willingham said a lot of different combinations being used in the secondary forms lined up in the slot and outside, so look for that during the season. Zach Selby said, wow, what a catch from Brian Robinson to start team drills. Made an over-the-shoulder grab near the sideline with perfect ball placement from Sam Howell. So that's good news right there. Brian Robinson, he's a guy that he can catch out the backfield. Don't sleep on him catching out the backfield. Look what he did against the Falcons where he caught that touchdown where he ran over somebody for a nice run after the catch. So don't sleep on B-Rob in his hands. He can definitely make some plays out the backfield as a pass catcher too, possibly on third down. So we'll see. Linnell Willingham says Sam Howell looks sharp here in the early 11 versus 11 work. So another guy that's saying Sam Howell looks sharp. Lake Lewis said the same thing. Linnell Willingham also says no pads, but Montez Sweat with a nice rep versus Andrew Wiley running the hoop against him. So Montez Sweat, he always looks good in camp. He's always loud and always looks good in camp. We got to see him do it in the regular season. He had a solid regular season last year too. He's had a solid career. So I have nothing really bad to see about Montez, but he just has to finish plays. And that's a bit about it for Montez Sweat. He can get double-digit sacks if he finishes plays. Zach Selby says Terrell Burgess gets another pick for the defense. Looked like the ball bounced off John Bates' shoulder. Brissett was the quarterback on the play, so Jacoby Brissett did throw an interception today. Everybody threw an interception except for Sam Howell. Linnell Willingham also says Logan Thomas climbing the ladder for a big gain over the middle from Sam Howell. Logan is primed for a bounce-back 2K23. So I was a guy that was fine with releasing Logan Thomas, but he's had a heck of a summer so far this year, and maybe Eric Bieniemy can revive, or him being healthy from the ACL injury. Maybe he rushed back a little bit last year, and he has a full offseason to get back to his form where he was really good in 2020 and being featured more in this offense. Man, we can see a big season for Logan Thomas. So I'm excited to see what Logan Thomas does this year. Emmanuel Forbes making a play here. This is from Linnell Willingham as well. He says, nice job tracking the football by Emmanuel Forbes. Howell took a deep shot to new wide receiver Brian Pringle. Nice job from Emmanuel Forbes turning his head and high pointing the football. So good job by Emmanuel Forbes seeing the football and making a play on the football there. Because Brian Pringle is fast. He can make plays. I think Brian Pringle has a really good chance for making the roster. John Kime says, no brace for Chase Young. His get-off looks good. Again, no stutter stepping. Big key for him. Allows him to maintain power with his hands. So this is a big year for Chase Young, man. It's a big year for him, and we need him to stay healthy. He's got to play like he did that rookie season and more. Use some more pass rushing moves, using his hands, some counter moves. Big year for Chase. It's a contract year for Chase Young. This is a tweet from Lake Lewis. Sam Howell is sharp on the first day of camp. Quick decision-making in his deep ball. When thrown has been pinpoint. He looks really comfortable in the pocket. So that's good news today. Defenders with interceptions today. This is from Ben Stanek, Terrell Burgess, DJ Sturgis. Christian Holmes and Farrad Gardner also got an interception as well. Linnell Willingham said that if my count is correct, 4 interceptions for the Commanders today. For the Commanders defense today, 1 from Jacoby and 3 from Jake Fromm today. Ron Rivera said Chase Young showed up ready to roll for the first day, so that's good news. And then also Antonio Gibson addressing the media now. He said that he feels like he's in a third down back role, similar to what the Commanders had with J.D. McKissick. So you think about Jared McKinnon last year with the Chiefs as well. Just a good third down pass catching running back coming out of the backfield or lining up as a wide receiver. Antonio Gibson per PFF was a really good pass protector as well. So that J.D. McKissick role, man. J.D. McKissick running that wheel route against the Giants on Sunday Night Football. The catch and run against the Falcons where he dove into the end zone. There were so many times where J.D. McKissick saved the quarterback on third down. I think Antonio Gibson can definitely be that safety blanket and use as a wide receiver on third down as well. Just, run him in the slot, run him outside, just use him as a weapon. So that's what they did with J.D. McKissick. So that's what I'm looking forward to with Antonio Gibson. Ron Rivera said they're looking for a competition at the kicker spot with the signing of Michael Badgley. So Michael Badgley, we'll see what he can do in preseason. He made all his extra points last year, where Joey Slye did miss a couple of extra points. So that's where Michael Badgley has the leg up on Joey Slye at this point. Yeah, that's about it. Major takeaways were Chase Young, no knee brace for Chase Young today, and no knee brace for Logan Thomas. Christian Holmes had an interception, picking off Jacoby Brissett on a short pass. So, and Rick Snyder said that the defense was far ahead of the offense. And that's kind of how it looks in training camp for the most part to start off training camp for the most part for a lot of teams. So, and that's about it for day one, man. Sam Howell looks sharp. No knee brace for Chase Young. No knee brace for Logan Thomas. And Antonio Gibson is looking forward to that third down running back role. So, I'm intrigued to see how that goes. And Sam Howell talked about his Madden rating. He said he didn't really care. And he also turned down the quarterback Netflix show. They did reach out to him and ask him, but he turned that down. And then Sam Howell also said that he's excited with the RPO elements Eric Bieniemy has brought over in this offense. He mentioned how it has some of the same concepts that he ran in college at UNC. So I do want to see him as a running quarterback. RPOs. He has quick feet, man. He's really nimble, very quick. It's like a bowling ball out there. And I do want to see that. I do want them to use him as a runner in the red zone. I think we can use that to an advantage. How quick he is. You saw in the preseason too, man. Like, he could scramble and get out there. He could definitely. He was very mobile in the pocket. Made some guys miss in the pocket for sure. Ran for first down. So I do want them to use him as a dual threat quarterback. He doesn't have to be like a Jalen Hurts type of guy, Lamar Jackson, but they should use that strength, his mobility, as a strength against defenses as an advantage as well. All right, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about today's training camp. Any thoughts? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Health Commanders. Peace.